Ben, Jack, we're down here at the shed. It used to be the world famous shed. It's a little bit smaller now than it used to be. But big fight for you, mate. Big fight on the 16th of September. Back at the Reebok. Well, it's not the Reebok, it's changed its name so many times. No, it's not even called that no more.
Oh, is it not?
Changed its name again. But on the posters it does say that, so if anyone's confused, it's what the old Reebok, the old Macron, the old University of Bolton Stadium, but Bolton's football ground, White's Hotel. Yeah. Great venue, and a great fight, mate. It's for your old title, the title that you never lost, mate. Yeah. The title that was took away because of COVID, and you get a chance to fight for it again, topping the bill against another good kid, very similar record. I think he's 9-1.
9-1, I think, yeah.
Dan Catlin. I caught up with Dan a few days ago, and he's well up for it, mate. Great opportunity for him, and a great opportunity for yourself to get back to where you were 3 years ago.
4.
Is that when it was?
4 years ago, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah, 19.
I'm getting confused. It was about this time 4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
July, August.
July 19th it was or something.
Yeah. So almost 4 years to the day. Then.
A 4 years.
A month later, a month over. So 4 years, 1 month, and you get back to where you were.
Yeah.
But still a young kid. What is it? 27?
Yeah.
So realistically, perfect for you to hopefully win this, pick this up, and maybe get a couple of more opportunities to fight on the big stage, because that's where you fought the last couple of times outside of the when was that when we fought? Was it?
Last November at Manchester Arena.
Yeah, I know, but when you fought on our show last time
June 24th.
Was it? Yeah, where you got great 6 rounds in the bank against a silly tough Nicaraguan kid.
Yeah, solid.
Blanco. I'm not sure what's his first name.
Romero
Blanco. They're just hard men, them, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, it was solid. He made me work for every round. But yeah, he was there all night.
He was.
When we'd done 10 rounds, he still would have been there in the 10th round.
I think you can see why he's only been stopped once.
Yeah.
In what was it, 30 odd fights, was it, I think?
Yeah, around 30 fights.
Yeah, very, very, very tough man. But made it for a really entertaining fight, because no matter how much you put on him, and you put a lot on him, mate, he still was dangerous. He'd still come back. It wasn't like like you sometimes you get. I think the commentators alerted how some of these Germans steal a living. That kid earned his living that night, didn't he?
Definitely. He was, like I said, he was just solid. I could throw anything at him, and he'd still come rushing right back at me without even thinking. I don't think. And
I've just been watching you today, grafting away. That was non-stop 30 minutes of punching, mate. Yeah. Are you prepared then for the 16th?
Yeah, we're fit now, and just under 5 weeks we'll be even fitter.
Ben, everything going well?
Yeah, everything's going right. All roadwork's going right. Sparring's going right. I'm going to try and get him a couple of lighter kids to spar now for speed.
Because you've had him moving around with Mickey Ellison, big light heavyweight, who's got a big fight a few days before you over in America.
Yeah. We've been doing a few spars with Mickey. Even for the last camp as well, we did some rounds with him. So yeah, the mint rounds, like I said, he's solid, Mickey.
He is, isn't he?
And he can bang as well, so you got to be on the ball to stay out of the way. And obviously, with his size, he just comes forward all the time, and that's good for me, because I've got to be able to move. You know what I mean?
Well, that's something I've alluded to a few times. I didn't realise you were a very good amateur yourself, Northwest Regional Champion a few times, and then I was just chatting on the phone to Ben, and we was talking about some good fights coming up, a kid called Conor Walker's fighting Cyrus Patterson, and he went, oh yeah, Jack beat him.
Yeah.
I was like, well, hang on, this kid is he was in on the GB squad and everything.
He was after that, yeah.
After that, I know that, but even so though, and then Jordan Reynolds, Reynolds, and you felt like, even today, you still felt like you won against him.
Yeah, in the finals down in Portsmouth. But it's boxing, it's amateur boxing.
Yes.
Take it with a pinch of salt,
But I was looking at all the photos on the wall there. This has not only been your pro gym for all your life, but this was where you finished your amateur career as well, wasn't it?
Well, I started it. Been with Ben since.
Yeah, I know that, but the shed, this is what he built in his back garden.
8 years ago, didn't we?
And when I used to come down here years ago, God, it was the noisiest gym ever, because there's you, there was Danny, there was Jack Raff, Joe Eco, you know, absolute quality, all of you. And now hopefully this is where you get a chance to not only go to the next level, but pick up your old title and become a two times Central Area champion. Is that gonna sound good?
Yeah, definitely. Come September 16th, that's what you're gonna wear.
Yeah, no, and you know, I was just watching your old fight back, the last fight against Blanco. You've got some noisy fans.
Yeah, that's what we go for anyway. From Oldham, aren't we? We've got to be noisy.
Well, I'm allowed to say Manchester versus Blackpool, or do I have to say Oldham?
I'm from Oldham. I'm not from Manchester, I'm from Oldham.
Right then, so it's Oldham versus Blackpool. Should be a great night. I think Steve's got a few good fights lined up, and when he told me about this a few weeks ago, I genuinely was excited, mate, because I filmed Dan quite a few occasions, and I think in those 9 wins, I think he's got 4 KOs. He can bang a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen him, we've watched, and we learn on things. Like I said, we've still got 5 weeks left, so we've still got a lot of time to learn.
I was asking Ben, I was watching on the bag today, and you've always had a stiff, hard, solid jab. But it looks like are you maturing now? Are you hitting harder than you used to?
I think so, and I'm just getting better and better. I've had I didn't really have a few weeks off after the last fight, because I knew this fight was coming up, so I just stayed in camp.
So did you know about this fight before that last fight?
I didn't know it was definitely going to be confirmed, but there were talks of it having it, fighting him.
We got asked for the fight.
For the
last fight.
Okay, yeah.
But he'd not been active, so I didn't want it at that time. I says, we'll fight him next. So Steve sorted it out for the fight after that.
Well, I think it's only right as well, because realistically, 2 kids of both your levels shouldn't be fighting one another unless there's a little title. Yeah. No, unless there's a little title on the line, because this is your career you're talking about, and to fight someone for nothing. With nothing on the line and nothing to gain from it, it's a little unfair, isn't it? Central Area is a nice little carrot on the end of the stick, isn't it?
Definitely.
Do you think, this activity that you had, I know you fought in the November, you had good 8 rounds in the bank then, on the big stage, then that good solid 6 rounds on our show. He's not had any fights. This is going to, by the time he steps through the ropes, it's going to be 15 months since he got his last win. I think that was at the stadium where we're fighting in Bolton, where he got a 4th round stoppage over a kid. I think he was a good kid, 10-2 I think he was, but it's 15 months. It's a long time to be out, isn't it?
Especially jumping at a 10 round fight as well,
and it's going to be his first 10 round fight as well. So do you feel that way you slightly favours you?
No, because he's going to be fit in his day.
He's with Michael Jennings and his brother now. We know he's going to be prepared right. We're going to prepare right as well. It's a fight you want to see. It's a fight that the fans want to see. A 9-1 and a 13-1. It's a great fight on paper. I think both camps will be preparing properly for it. I feel we've got the edge. I feel Jack's been in with the odd little step up from what he has. So I think we've got a slight edge on it.
But you're preparing as the underdog. You're preparing as the underdog. Because you probably will, because like I say, you have been previously the champion, even though it was 4 years ago. But once you become that champion, and once you have done those rounds, that's it, you are now a 10-round fighter. So it's not, you're not going into that, you're not stepping into unknown territory where Dan might be, or will be.
Like I said, I'm preparing for the best Dan. I know for a fact he's going to be on his A game come September 16th. He's going to be. They don't train. They're not training.
And the good thing about that gym, Jennings gym, they've got a lot of good kids in there who are all having good performances. And a few weeks before you, we've got Jack Cullen, who trains out there. He's fighting for the British title. Obviously, Mark Jeffers had a fantastic win the month before that against Zach Chelly. This is a very confident gym, but from what I've seen today, you look really confident, mate, and ridiculously fit, because bashed the bags for half an hour there, non-stop, and I didn't even see you blowing, mate.
Yeah. No, but like I said, we've still got just under 5 weeks. I'll be even fitter come September 16th.
Well, listen, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a top night. I love it when we get a proper 50-50 fight, and whatever way you look at it, this is a 50-50 fight. So all I can say is may the best man win, but I can be slightly biased. I think Dan won't mind. I'm VIP, you're VIP, so hopefully I'm looking at the new champion and 2 times middleweight central area champion.
Yeah, definitely.
Ben, Jack, you take care. I'll see you on the 16th, mate.
Cheers.
Well, I won't. I'll see you on the 15th at the weigh-in.
Yeah.
See you later, lads.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Cheers.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.